Well, just the gal I wanted to see. I've got a bit of a favor to ask. You know that special sword you fight with? Well, I was wondering if you'd let me take a peek at it.
Sure, if you want. Can't say I expected this kind of interest coming from you, though. It'd be one thing if it were Dimitri or Felix asking. You know how they get about weapons. But you?
You do remember I'm the heir to House Gautier, don't you? I've been studying the art of combat ever since I was just a kid.
Well, you always skip out on training, so... Anyway, here. This work?
It sure does. What a weird sword. You know what it's made of? It doesn't look like iron or steel to me.
I couldn't tell you. Honestly, I have no idea.
What about how you can make it appear right out of thin air? Is that some sort of magic?
Nah, not exactly. It kinda just comes to me when I call it.
Well, that's vague. One more question then. Would I be able to use your sword if I wanted to?
Doubt it. The thing vanishes the second I let go of it. But hey, why do you want to know so much about it anyway?
I guess I was just thinking how nice it'd be if there were more weapons like yours out in the world. You know, a hero's relic can take down hundreds or even thousands of soldiers in a single swing. Depending on who's doing the swinging, of course. But as soon as the wielder dies, that's it. If you don't have a crest, it's nothing more than a fancy-looking hunk of whatever they're made of. Of course, that wouldn't be an issue if everyone could just use a sword like yours.
Maybe so, but that doesn't make it possible. I mean, there's still so much even I don't know about it.
Right. It's not like you can just make a second one or something.
That's actually a pretty interesting idea. You've given this a lot of thought, haven't you?
Hey, you're talking to the future Margrave Gautier here, remember? Of course I'd think about this kind of stuff. After all, us nobles wouldn't have nearly as much work to do if everyone could fight with the relics. And then I could spend all my time flirting with you instead.
Yeah, not interested. Don't make me tell Ingrid about this.
Harsh. Though I do like that about you. Come on, let's see that sword of yours a little more.
Hey, Ingrid. Glad I tracked you down. Have you ever heard of Tobias's mercenaries?
What an odd question. Tobias, The name does sound familiar somehow.
Huh. I thought everybody knew about them. Captain Burling must have exaggerated that part. Anyway, they were a big mercenary group my old captain used to be in when she was a kid. Apparently their leader, Tobias, was so loyal to one of the local lords that he was practically an honorary advisor.
Strange. I thought mercenaries kept interactions with their employers strictly business.
Most do. But not only did these mercs fight for this lord, they pitched in building the castle town too. They even went so far as to trade their swords and bows for hoes and pitchforks, and tilled the barren land for the farmers of the region. And they opened up shops in town when the lord was going through some financial troubles.
It sounds like they went far beyond what is expected of most mercenaries. Unless... is that something you all do?
Oh, not at all. We're fighters through and through. Nobody in their right mind would ask us to drop everything to become farmers or merchants. Basically, both the mercenaries and the lord were doing stuff way different from how they normally do.
Yes, of course. A bunch of sellswords planting seeds and tending a shop is certainly unheard of.
In the end, this captain grew so close to the noble of the region that people started calling him the lord's right-hand man. I guess my point is, it doesn't matter what you are. Mercenary, knight, noble, you aren't tied to any one role just because of the title you hold. Even battle-hardened mercs can end up as farmhands if that's what the client calls for. And if that's possible, surely a noble can do anything they want too.
True enough. That ties into our conversation from before as well. Thank you. I will give the matter some thought.
Good. I know it won't be easy to find the answer, but I'm here to bounce ideas off if you ever need it. And no matter what, I'm just glad my old captain's story actually helped you. All this stuff about Tobias and his mercenaries really caught me off guard the first time I heard it.
You were right about that. But, I cannot shake the feeling that this Tobias person is familiar somehow. Wait, I remember now. I believe the noble in your story may have actually been my grandmother.
Really? The last head of House Galatea?
Yes. I don't remember very well since I was still so young, but I recall she had a friend by the name Tobias. Though I find it difficult to believe the old man I knew was once a strapping mercenary captain.
If it really was him, he must have climbed the ranks even further than I realized. I mean, not just anyone can meet a noble's family like that. Who would have thought this old story would hit so close to home?
Certainly not me.
What were you thinking? Sticking your nose into some soldier's fight? You have a lot of growing up to do if you're still throwing yourself in the middle of random brawls like that. Keep this up, and House Fraldarius' reputation will be rolling in the mud with you. Not to mention how it reflects poorly on His Majesty, considering he's the one who made you a duke.
I know all that.
Do you? Because you don't look like a man who's achieved some fantastic new enlightenment.
This is rich coming from you. I liked it better when you used to take the heat.
Are you kidding? You were always the one being scolded when we were kids.
Only because you were a half-wit who kept dragging me into your ludicrous schemes.
Was that how it was? Now, whatever you say. But tell me, what's got you swinging your fists around this time?
Nothing specific. I just couldn't back down after getting involved.
You really need to start being more careful. Look, you've even got a bruise going. Who knows what would happen to Fargus if we lost you?
I won't say you'd be fine without me, but you do know I could fall in battle any day now, right?
Bite your tongue, Felix. Just think for 2 seconds. What would happen to Fargus and to His Majesty if you died? He's got too much on his plate already, yet he insists on doing everything himself. War with the Empire, battles outside Fodlan, governing the kingdom, reforming the entire social structure of pretty much everything. If he didn't have you at his side, he'd fall flat on his face.
You speak as though you have no stake in this whatsoever. We're in the same situation. One of these days, you'll inherit the title of Margrave Gautier. Are you ready for that?
I know. Trust me, I am very well aware. Which is why I always act with the utmost integrity.
You're the complete opposite of integrity. Though I suppose you have been attempting to shake some of your old habits recently.
You know, it wouldn't kill you to pat me on the back every once in a while.
You're like a baby that just learned to walk. A pat on the back would only knock you over. You can try to make up for your past actions all you want. But that kind of thing isn't easily swept aside. The sooner you realize that, the better.
That tongue of yours is sharp as ever, I see. Never change, Felix.
I guess I was a touch reckless this time. As much as I hate to admit it, so I'll give you that much. Mercedes, good. I need your help.
Felix? Why do you have a cat?
Picked it up?
Yes, I can see that, but... Oh no! Its little leg is hurt! Here, let me have it. I may be able to heal it with magic. There. It should be fine now.
Thanks. Sorry for the trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. Though I must admit, you're the last person I expected to bring me an injured kitten. It reminds me of how my little brother once took in a cat when we were young.
Hey, that's right. You have a brother from a different father, right?
Yes. This was a long time ago, when we both still lived with House Bartels. My brother took in an injured cat, and after it healed, it began living in the mansion. We did our best to feed it secretly so it wouldn't be discovered.
Secretly? What's the big deal with one little furball?
We couldn't let anyone find out, no matter what. The people in that house were horrid. Had they learned of the cat, they would have put it in a sack and tossed it in the river. Eventually, my mother and I left House Bartels and never looked back. Though we left my brother behind. Still, I've always wondered what happened to that poor little cat.
Animals are smart enough. If the thing felt threatened, it would have taken off.
I suppose you're right.
Anyway, now that you've fixed the cat, I should bring it back to where I found it.
Are you sure? It's clearly taken a shine to you.
Yeah, but I can't keep it. The thing's practically a kitten. What if it has parents that, I don't know, miss it?
Yes, I suppose returning it would be best.
All right, go. Shoo! Come on, get out of here already. Stop rubbing my legs. What is it? You want food? Well, I don't have any.
Ah, that cat really likes him. Animals clearly understand when a kind soul comes to their aid.
Mercedes, do something. This cat won't stop following me.
I'm sorry, but there isn't anything I can do. You'll have to wait until it feels like going home. Goodness, really? Having a cat like you is a good thing.
I'm not sure it is.
Well, so long as you're stuck waiting, we may as well get comfortable and have a nice chat.
Dorothea! Dorothea!
Hello, Flane. What's got you in such a frenzy?
Is it true that you were a diva in Enbar? And that you were praised as having a mystical voice?
I hope I'm more than just my voice, but that's all essentially true, yes.
Then I would beg a boon of you. Would you give me a singing lesson?
Of course. But where is this coming from?
Well, you see, sometimes the soldiers all break out into song. And when they do, I always find myself wanting to join in. Their voices hold such grand aplomb. But the only songs I know are dreadfully old. So, I had hoped that you might instruct me as to the popular songs of modern soldiers.
Is that so? Well, I'd be more than happy to help. In recent years, a new musical style has come into fashion. One involving challenging songs with many overlapping parts. Why don't we start with a little vocal warm-up? Repeat after me.
Certainly, Professor Dorothea.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. My, I feel as if I have become quite good at singing. The power of song is certainly remarkable. It is as if I have been revitalized from the very core of my being.
I agree. Songs can be very empowering indeed. In fact, I recently heard an old tale about how a song once ended a war.
Truly? I have never heard this tale. Would you mind regaling me with it?
Sadly, I don't know much more beyond that. I'll do some digging, but the person I heard it from wasn't too familiar with the story. Try not to get your hopes up, okay?
Oh, I see. Perhaps my brother might. Oh, it is nothing. Since you will be looking into it, I shall do a bit of digging as well. If I learn anything, I will be certain to tell you.
I'll show you what a mercenary can do.
I'll do my best.
You don't expect me to go out there and fight, do you?
None shall stand in my path. Reporting for duty.
Let's earn our keep. Don't throw your lives away! Fall back!
We have to do everything we can. shall we? I'll provide assistance.
It's Birdie's time to shine! You need...
We won't last at this rate. We need assistance.
Sorry, but I gotta fall back.
Out of the way!
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
Take this! I'm unstoppable. Everybody's really proud of you. Take this! Now here it comes! Out of the way! You're done!
Looks like that's it for us.
Take this!
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
You shall pay for this. You hear?
Out of the way!
You shall pay for this. You hear?
Okay, let's go. Leave it to me. Here.
My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over. You're done!
Nothing beats seeing you kids all grown up and gallant.
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
Now we can really show them what we're made of.
Is that all we've got?
Right on!
Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands.
A successful retreat. Just look at me.
Yeah.
I trust you've been well, Your Majesty.
Do I look it? I suggest you have your eyes examined if so. I should sever your head clean from your shoulders for this.
My, wouldn't that be satisfying? But of course you can't do that now, can you? Your poor people's lives would be forfeit the moment you struck me down. As for your loyal knight and the former Duke Fraldarius, they're certainly giving it all they have, but a paltry force that size will hardly buy them any time. And once we've wrung the life from them, you'll be next. How tragic it'll be, facing your beloved citizens for the final time with a noose around your neck.
You know, I almost appreciate seeing such bold-faced sadism. There's not a hint of nuance to it.
Is that a compliment I hear? You'll make a lady blush if you're not careful. Ironic, isn't it? Both you and your father will have died alone, betrayed by lords from within the very kingdom you're meant to be ruling. From hasty reforms to insurrection and assassination, did you learn nothing from dear old Dad? It's only natural that those you refuse to help would hold a grudge.
Lady Cornelia, Kingdom soldiers approach the capital from the south. They're most likely returning from the assault on Arian Road.
I've been a bit too careless, it seems. They've come far sooner than I had expected. Use the bandits to buy us some time. We'll form ranks and intercept these fools at the capital.
Understood.
Seems you get to cling to your pitiful little life a few moments longer, Your Majesty. What luck. Oh, but don't worry. When your end does come, it won't change your beloved Fodlin one bit. You see, these people are nothing more than simple-minded sheep. A ruler dies, and they all go flocking straight to whoever fills the void.
They would hold a grudge. Yes, that is the way of revenge. Perhaps it was inevitable it would turn its cold gaze back upon me.
Greetings!
Okay.
I'll cut them all down.
Who, me? Fine. What's the plan?
I can fight as well.
I'll do what I need to.
We'll set them straight.
All right, I'm going.
I'm with you. I'll do my best. I'm a
think I am?
So steadfast. I will give it my all. I should...
How can I face my comrades after this?
All would be lost if I were to die here.
Fight hit! Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
We won't lose, no matter what.
Let's do this!
Bring me an actual challenge.
Wow, you're like a force of nature out there. Can I go home now?
Got to give the...
I can depart at once.
I'm ready to be battling. You don't expect me to go out?
Stay alert, everyone. Everyone, on me!
So I can't just sit this one out?
We press onward.
If you can do it, I can also do it.
See what we can do. Wounds are severe.
I have to fall back.
Oh, please. Let's get started.
This should make a good foothold. It won't falter, no matter how fierce the battle becomes.
Incredible. Not just fighting all those enemies, but defeating them all too.
Begin. I'm dragging the others down. I was lacking caution.
Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands. Little help over here? Right.
They put up a tough fight. Just one foot in front of the other.
You make me want to do my best too! I won? Hey, I actually won!
I hope...
War feeds.
Hey, you.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Oh, what?
Oh no.
Hey there. And so... Huh?
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
That's a tough one. Nothing to report.
Can I help you?
Hey there. What a neat thing.
Oh.
A moment of your time.
Excuse me. Honestly, I don't know. Ugh.
Got a minute?
What?
What to do? Troubling indeed.
Let's see.
In short,
Listen for a spell.
Let's see.
Counting on you.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result. Time to go to work.
I can fight as well. I can do this.
Let's earn our keep.
I'll do whatever I have to.
Yeah, we can win this! Out of the way! mind if I do.
No.
We can't lose hope yet!
Great! Let's keep it up!
The stronghold's out! We shall provide support. Take this! A taste more bitter than blackest coffee. I swear, this is not my fault!
I'm fine, really.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
Fodlan is truly vast. I had no idea it was home to people as strong as you.
We need your help.
Thanks for the help, everyone. We couldn't have done this without a group effort.
I'm not... Wait, that...
What are your thoughts? Hey there. I won't fail.
Leave this to me.
Reporting for duty.
Don't fall behind. Prepare to crash against the shield of Fargus.
You can count on me.
Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands.
Troublesome foe indeed. How am I to deal with this?
I'm fine, really.
This will be your grave!
Pathetic. Is that it?
You're the coolest, Felix.
Fight like this! I'm bleeding all over the place!
A predictable outcome. Have I read?
Hey,
I'll do what I need to.
I shall perform to my utmost.
We'll set them straight.
I can't let fear hold me back.
I'm with you.
Oh, too easy. We need to hold the line. Give it up.
What shit?
This will be your grave.
Still your
Hope this helps.
We shall provide support.
taste more bitter than blackest coffee. I swear, this is not my fault!
Yeah, right.
I've secured the area.
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
This victory's mine.
So steadfast.
Will you aid us?
Oh, too easy.
Time to make a name for ourselves. This'll be your grave. I can still fight. Sorry, we weren't strong enough. You shall pay for this, you hear? Retreat! Mission accomplished.
It is over. I must tend to the wounded at once.
I've grown.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Hey there. Need something? Is this it? See you around. Hey there. Need something? Is this it? Is this it? See you around.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Hey there. Need something? Is this it? Is this it? See you around.
Time to work you into shape.
I must set course for a new horizon.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
Come on, we'll do it together. Reporting for duty.
We all must do our fair share to make yourself useful. We all must do our fair share.
That was quite the sigh. What's the matter, Sylvain?
Oh, nothing. Well, except there's a guy in my unit who keeps acting up, and I'm not sure what to do.
You don't say.
I don't think I like the face you're making.
Let me ask, just to be sure. Is this mysterious troublemaker in fact you?
Hey, I've changed. I swear I have. But no, it's not me. It's one of my knights. He keeps walking around breaking stuff and getting into fights, and I'm spending all my time apologizing for it.
So you finally understand how I felt. You know, I never thought this day would come. You really have changed, Sylvain. Perhaps this warrants a celebration.
Then you better bring your purse because I'm ordering 2 of everything. Seriously, Ingrid, you don't have to sound that impressed. With school suspended and the war raging, we've all had to adapt to changing circumstances. Felix and Dimitri both succeeded their fathers. They're now burning the candle at both ends, right? I can't go around causing trouble with unending scandals when I'm supposed to be the mature one of the bunch.
It is wonderful to see you turn a new leaf.
I told you to stop sounding so impressed. Ugh, I suppose I had this coming.
I am sorry, Sylvain. I was only teasing. Think of it as payback for everything you put me through. Still, not having to clean up after you has been a real weight lifted from my shoulders.
Yeah, I was a handful in my wild days, but looking back, I really appreciate everything you did for me.
In that case, you should make the change permanent so you never cause trouble for anyone again. Though, honestly, I do not really know what to do with myself now that I am not spending all my time apologizing for you. Frankly, I was convinced you were useless without me.
Sorry. Again.
Please, no. You gave me experience I'd never have gotten otherwise. If I were truly miserable, I would have abandoned you to the wolves long ago. Besides, it wasn't all bad. You were the one who finally coaxed me from my room after Glenn's death, remember?
Okay, I'm confused. Do you want me to go back to being a huge flirt, or...?
Don't be ridiculous.
Figured.
As you said, we have all had to adapt to changing circumstances, which means we cannot cling to the past forever. You and I are no exception. It is merely a touch sad to come to the realization.
Oh, you're back. How's it looking over in Ferdiad?
The reports are true. There's some odd-looking weaponry mounted throughout the city. As far as I can tell, though, the townspeople themselves remain unharmed. I'm pleased to say Lord Roderick and Sir Gustav have been confirmed safe as well.
That's great. Where are they now?
After working to free Duke Ivan, they escaped the castle alongside some of the captured knights, armed with what scant weaponry they could find. They brought the fight down to the city itself.
My old man never ceases to amaze. Shouldn't even be a surprise at this point.
I should add, the Western Lord's armies aren't the only forces occupying the capital. There is another, one we can't identify at present. I doubt even the great Lord Roderick and Sir Gustav will be able to hold out much longer.
Sounds like they're in a bad spot. We should focus on keeping them safe, right?
Don't be too hasty. Why do you think the two of them are causing this uproar in the first place?
To create a diversion, I know. But I don't think that means we should just abandon them either.
I agree, Felix. I won't leave my father to die. Besides, I don't think His Majesty would want us saving him if it meant sacrificing two of his most loyal retainers.
Fine. We'll help them if we can. That better?
All that said, we won't be able to save the king while the townspeople are still in danger.
Sounds pretty straightforward then. We move on the castle and mop up in town as we go.
Annie and I know these streets better than the back of our hands. We can guide you.
Dedu must be somewhere in the castle too. We have to rescue him before it's too late.
Our plan's settled then. Everyone, move out!
I'm ready.
Why can't you just let me stay inside?
None shall stand in my path. Leave this to me.
Time to go.
Come on, it's time to rescue our
Stand
fool
down.
king, and whoever else we find along the way.
The streets are flooded with enemy soldiers. With one wrong step, and we'll end up hurting the civilians instead. Be careful, everyone.
We'll start by carving a path to the castle town. On me!
I'm glad to go. We have no time to waste. Quickly, we must keep pressing on.
Take a breather.
I'll do what I can. I'm here to help.
Begin the operation. I have your back.
Hear you loud and clear. Leave the...
We're almost there. Keep going.
Come on! We have to defend it!
Hold the position. None of them get through.
Broken through our front lines! Move to counterattack!
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make sure...
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Begin the operation. Our or...
Not the smartest move opening the gate for us. Let's crush them here and push on into town.
Let us take this stronghold.
Now's our chance. Attack!
I'll handle this.
He's called...
Those must be the weapons we heard about. They look like some kind of fire orb.
Who do you think you face?
Rodrigue is struggling. We have to help.
You should have hurried straight to His Majesty. But here you are. Thank you.
We're getting overwhelmed. We weren't about to just watch you die.
I've heard Ledoux is somewhere in the city as well. I suggest we find him at once.
We need to do something about that weapon, but I doubt attacking it head-on will do us any good.
There must be controls we could use to shut it down. I could swear I've seen such a thing somewhere around.
Hear you loud and clear. Come on, let's...
Begin the operation. All here.
I must return to the castle.
Ledoux surrounded. We have to help him.
And we'd better be quick about it by the look of things.
Might as well deal with the other one, too. I wonder if those are the controls.
Not a problem.
All right, just gotta do, something. Come on, please work.
assault has ceased. That should give us an easier time moving around now.
This stronghold will fall!
Not sure how to work this thing, but here goes nothing.
You needn't worry about me. We must rescue His Majesty at once.
But we are worried. You're our friend too, just like Dimitri.
The attacks have come to a stop. They should be safe now.
I was wondering when your merry little band might show up. Lucky for you, I've got a nice mass grave ready and waiting.
His Majesty is in the castle. We must press on. Please be safe, Your Majesty.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of this. Shall we?
I'll give it 1000%. Leave it.
Seize this moment!
Is that it?
Nicely done, Felix. I'm always glad to see you perform well. If I can only hold out a little longer.
Father! Stay strong. We're coming.
How did you... You saved my life. I'm grateful, but there is no time to dawdle. We must make to rescue the king at once.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll make it in time.
Not much further.
Eredfar belongs in His Majesty's hands. We must reclaim it.
Guard that lance with your lives! Don't let them have it!
Makes me sick seeing that thing with the enemy. We'll wrest it out of their cold, lifeless fingers.
This will be your grave! Give it up! I got it!
Out of my way!
You didn't have a chance.
This lance is a symbol of the kingdom. It's all the boar has left of his father. Let's bring it back where it belongs.
Indeed, to His Majesty.
Dimitri, you okay?
My friends, why have you come?
As if we would just leave you here to die. Time to get you out.
I'm afraid that I must stay. You saw what's happening out there. Should I try to leave, my people's lives are forfeit.
So they bind the boar not with chains, but with his utterly unreasonable sense of duty.
They're gonna kill you in here, Dimitri.
So be it then. If my death will keep my people safe,
I won't allow it.
Dedu.
Take it, Your Majesty. Whether it's duty towards the living, or the guilt for all those we have lost, such burdens are not yours to bear by yourself. We are here to fight by your side, Your Majesty, and so we shall, now and always.
Find them!
This way!
Typical boar. Can't help himself. Do try to keep up.
Back at ya.
On me! Any who stand in our way will taste the pointed end of my lance.
Sneaking out of our room, are we? You know what this means.
Not a problem. I've got this.
It's Birdie's time to shine. Sure hope this goes okay.
Hear you loud. I'll make short work of this.
Shall we? I must succeed.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best of... We cannot allow even a single civilian casualty. Please, lend me your blade.
Like I'd do anything else. Not a problem. I've got this.
I'll give it a thump. Leave everything to me. It's Birdie's time to shine. Sure hope this goes okay.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to...
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of it.
Shall we? I must succeed.
All these ranged attacks are really cramping my style. We should find the controls and put an end to them once and for all.
That drawbridge would serve to be our quickest route forward. But the controls have been tampered with.
No surprise there. I'd be more shocked if they'd left them intact.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make...
Engineers, repair the controls and lower the drawbridge. Then do what you must to keep it safe. I'm counting on you.
I see you came prepared, Felix.
No! Please, spare me!
Pity. None of this would be happening if your dear king had just been a good little boy and done as he was told.
I pray we've not arrived too late. Come, let us show them the might of House Gautier.
That banner. It must be the Margrave. Finally, some welcome news amidst this chaos.
Pathetic!
Let's take the stronghold. Shall we? I must succeed.
There are more out there who need our help. Come on, let's go.
Someone! Anyone help!
Oh no, we have to save them!
Hear you loud and clear. Leave the backup to me. Hear you loud and clear. Come on, let's get marching.
Bring it down quickly.
I think that did it.
You have my thanks. I could never have hoped to accomplish that alone.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. Let's have a little fun, shall we?
I'll give it 1,000%. Leave everything to me.
It's Birdie's time to shine!
Sure hope...
Shall we?
We did it! Not much further now.
Not a problem. Move.
That should be all of them. Nice work.
It's Birdie's time to shine! All right, let's keep moving.
I've got this. I've got my
I
turn.
am nearly at my limit.
Here it comes!
It's all always such a shame to see such promising young flames rush to be snuffed out before their time. Clever little insects. Try as you might to stamp them out. They always come crawling back.
She's on the verge of exhaustion. Let's finish this.
Stop struggling and accept your fate, witch.
My, how simply terrifying. Do you really think you can afford to kill me? If you do, the truth about the tragedy of Dusker will evaporate into the shadows forever.
I have no intention of slaying you. Not yet. But if you have something to say, I suggest you spit it out before I change my mind. Now, Cornelia. Earlier you said my father was betrayed, murdered by lords from within Fargus. But it was you who fueled the flame of that betrayal. You saw my uncle and Lord Arundel join hands, and you brought the Western Lords and the Imperial nobles together. All of it was you.
What a fascinating theory.
There are two things I need to know. First, your motivation. Who are you working for, and why? I know what spurred my uncle and the Western Lords to act. While the Empire has long smoldered, waiting for even the slightest spark to reignite their fury, there are 1,000 reasons why one might want to assassinate a king. But what's yours for this attempt on my life? And what of my father? Why murder him in a manner as roundabout as a staged raid? All you had to do was fail to end the plague 20 years ago, and the entire royal family would have been consumed by it.
You have a point, but I couldn't say. In a sense, that was another lifetime completely.
One more question, then. My stepmother's body was never recovered from the site of the tragedy. What happened to her? Tell me, Cornelia.
You'll find the answers you seek in the Imperial capital, though you'll have to extract them from your dearest stepsister. She must surely know something, wouldn't you think? After all, she is your stepmother's actual flesh and blood.
In Enbar?
Now, I've really enjoyed our little chat here, but I have so many places to be.
Why, you...
Don't be so sad. You'll be seeing me again before you even know it.
I'm getting strong.
I cannot grow
Wish this wasn't so much.
I will not permit...
My apologies. Cornelia would not have escaped were it not for my carelessness. She's likely fled west in search of refuge with Viscount Mateus. As such, I will march west at once. I will not allow the Western territories to go unpunished for this.
Stop. Just stop.
Felix?
I've got something to say, Boar. And this time, you're going to listen. Time and time again, we've tried to get it through your thick skull. We might be your subjects, but we're your allies first. Yet you still insist on doing every little thing all by yourself. So what is it? Do you lack the ears to hear with? Or do you hear our words and just choose to ignore them?
Felix, that's enough. I know how you feel, but you need to contain yourself.
I can't. 2 whole years I've bitten my tongue. The fool needs to hear this in the plainest terms possible.
It was I who chose war with the Empire. I who murdered my uncle in cold blood. I who oppressed the Western Lords. I failed to save the people of Dusker. Failed to save Glenn. And my father. The lives my actions stole from them are mine to atone for, which I will do by exacting revenge on all who were involved. And by seeing my people safe. As for that burden, yes, I believe it is mine to bear alone.
You truly are a solid gold fool. One could search the kingdom high and low and not find another as utterly asinine as you. And the rest of you, don't just stand there, speak up.
Well, I know Felix has a strange way of showing it at times, but this is all because he worries about you, Dimitri.
And it's not just him either. We all do.
Your Majesty, you know my feelings on this matter. 6 years ago, I too watched as nearly everything I cared about was taken from me. And Felix is no different. He lost his brother that day. This pain is not yours to shoulder alone.
He's right, Your Majesty. That is why it is so frustrating to see you act like this.
I can't say it's too surprising, though. You've always kept everything to yourself, even when you were a little kid. But what you're going through now, it's more than one person could possibly manage on their own.
Please, Your Majesty. We just want to help. You can trust us.
Like I said before, all you need to do is ask, and I'll be at the ready. Besides, we'll all be out of work if you go this alone.
We will assist you in whatever we must. Even vengeance.
Thank you. All of you.
Lady Cornelia, what's happened to you?
I was too careless. I can hardly remember the last time I was this badly hurt. As for the capital, Viscount Mateus, we failed, and I doubt the king will soon forget our attempt to seize it.
What? But how?
Viscount, your son, the one who married a distant relative of House Gautier. They'll have his head. Same goes for the kin of all the other Western lords.
No.
This king is a fool, to be sure, but he's not foolish enough or kind enough to forgive those who serve his betrayers. I guarantee you that. His army will begin their march to subdue Western Fargus any moment now. If you don't want your territory stolen from you or your life, then your only choice is to rise in revolt.
Yes. Yes, I understand. We will mobilize at once.
Azure Gleam, the blood-stained lance. The Western Lords suffered defeat at the capital. Cornelia, the instigator of the uprising, flees west and commands her allies, Viscounts Mateus and Gideon, to muster their forces. Hoping to settle this matter before re-engaging with the Empire, the Kingdom Army makes for the Mach region in order to defeat Cornelia and learn the truth of the tragedy of Duscur.
No. My uncle?
I'm afraid so. Among the rebels are houses Mateus and Gideon, and all the other Western lords from whom I've stripped power. They appear to have appointed Baron Dominic as their leader.
I'm so sorry, Annie. What could he be thinking?
House Dominic may be a mere barony at present, but they're a storied family whose lineage traces all the way back to the 10 elites. Centuries ago, when the wise King Klaus passed beyond the Veil of Death, he did so without naming a successor to the crown. And so, the three regions of the Holy Kingdom, Fargus, Mach, and Leicester, were divided among the three royal princes. House Dominic chose to side with the prince ruling Mach, who was eventually defeated by the forces of Fargus, leaving the once vast Dominic territory to be whittled down, meted out to the neighboring lords.
I know they held a grudge about that in the past, but surely it's ancient history at this point. Tons of people from House Dominic, my father included, have devoted their lives to serving the royal family. It makes me wonder if my uncle's heart is really in this fight.
As they stand now, House Dominic lacks the influence and might necessary to defy their surrounding lords. So when pushed to join the uprising, they would have had little choice but to go along. But that lack of strength might just be the key to our victory.
How do you mean, Gustav?
If we could only convince my brother to change sides, the Western territories would lose their leader. And if we were to follow that up with a decisive victory against a demoralized army, it would likely cause their military effort to collapse entirely.
Perhaps. But it'll be difficult to pry the Baron away without first eliminating those surrounding him.
Indeed. If nothing else, we'll need to turn the tide of war in our favor if we ever hope to empower the Baron to defect. For now, we must consider how best to break through their front. This is no small number of soldiers you offer. Are you sure Duscur can spare that many?
For good or ill, this is what our chief has decided. Preparations will take some time, but we are sworn to aid you, and we will stake our pride as a people on doing so.
Still, this is a far larger force than we ever asked for.
Please, you strove tirelessly to see our home return to us. The people of Duscur have not forgotten the kindness you showed. And though some may still think ill of you, we only offer as many soldiers as volunteered.
Duscur remains a kingdom territory. As such, I can't claim our relationship is one on equal footing. Yet, I want to believe your gracious support here will point the way to a new future for both your home and ours. Give your men my thanks. And once this war reaches its conclusion, I'll be sure to visit Duscur anew.
Understood. I'll be taking my leave now.
Dedue, none of this would be happening if not for the unflagging efforts of you and Rodrigue.
No, Your Majesty. Neither I nor Rodrigue could have accomplished this. Your sincerity is what won their trust.
I hope you speak true. Nothing I do will ever bring back their fallen loved ones after all.
Yet you have shown us the truth all the same, allowed us to see a better future. Not only me, but everyone from Duscur.
And still, the whole picture remains elusive. The dark secret continues to linger over the tragedy, shrouded by shadow. Shedding light on it is my... No. It is our duty.
Excuse me. A shame.
How's it going? Perfect.
Greetings.
Hear a girl out, will you?
Hello there. Oh, that's right.
Oh, it's you. So, you up for a chat?
Huh? Yeah.
Hey there.
Right on.
Say.
Greetings, friend. Nothing to report. Sounds great.
Come this way. You have my gratitude.
That's a choice.
Come to think of it,
How about it? You look well today. I see.
Hear me out.
Let's give it our all.
Hi there. Over here!
Hey!
Right? Right. What say you?
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
It's how you...
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Do you think it's...
Got to give this a...
Time to work you into shape.
I'll reach for new heights.
I've grasped. This'll help me.
I could use this.
I still have...
The more I'm capable...
Time to work you in. Can't wait to see how you do.
Please be listening. Oh. Interesting.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Solid.
Oh, but this is simply scrumptious. I love, love, love it!
There are few things more extravagant than a home-cooked meal. Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Hey!
Oh, thanks.
This is heavenly.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Solid.
You made this.
Ah!
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Hey, this...
Then you know my food preferences? But how? No, it matters not. You have my thanks. Thank you very much!
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah, the...
Huh. You made this?
It's true what they say. Good company.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Care to make yourself useful?
I've got nothing to worry about with the two.
Stuck with you again?
Indeed. We should finish.
What do you expect? That was
And yet...
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Whew, all done. You were splendid.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on...
Let's do this.
Indeed.
We all must do our fair share.
It's you. No. I wonder...
What do you think? Hello there.
Hey there.
Come here, will ya?
How can I serve?
How are you feeling? Marvelous.
Did you need something?
You can leave this to me.
Send a flower to battle and watch it bloom. I shall perform to my utmost.
Allow me to aid you in
Let us cut through our foes. Everyone, move out! We will overrun them!
I'll help you to the best of my ability, meager though it may be.
Leave it to me. Here goes nothing.
Leave this one to me. That's my...
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough. Take them by storm.
Is that all? A feeble defense.
Reporting success.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
Done and done. Now, what's next?
Stay sharp. Keep those eyes and ears open.
I refuse to hold back. You won't stop me!
Is that all we've got?
Let's get started.
I have no mercy to offer our enemies.
You're the cream of the cream.
Hope this gets people fired up.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
This will make a fine foothold.
Area successfully captured.
shall pay for this. You hear?
How can I face my comrades after this?
Retreat!
Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands.
There's no honor in being rewarded for such slaughter. I prefer to rejoice thinking of those I've managed to protect. You won't stop me!
Oh my, how impressive! I take great comfort in having such talent on our side.
A fine fight. Raise your voices in victory! This strength.
I have a message, Your Majesty. The Imperial Army has begun an assault on former Arendelle territory.
They've caught on to us.
And? How does Arendelle fare?
The force we sent to bolster their defenses still holds the castle, but they're under considerable pressure. They may not hold out much longer.
That bad, huh? Could they have planted spies in our midst at the fortress?
Even were that the case, this would be an odd turn of events. We left sizable reserves guarding both Aryan Road and Arendelle. Under those circumstances, Felix's unit alone would seem enough to keep the enemy at bay.
But this enemy marches under the flag of the Black Eagles. They appear to be the Emperor's personal battalion.
Edelgard's trying to seize Aryan Road personally?
The Emperor has panache, I'll give her that. It takes some real guts to confront the Kingdom and Alliance simultaneously. If you ask me, it feels like quite a roll of the dice for us to keep focusing on the West, while the Imperial threat marches towards us unchecked.
Still, it seems like we should be taking care of our own business in the West before we turn our attention to Aryan Road.
Agreed. If we don't quell this rebellion, the very kingdom could collapse in on itself. Of course, we can't turn a blind eye to the Empire's attack either, but taking the sword to these insurrectionists must be our top priority.
Indeed. Considering the relative urgencies of both situations, the trouble in the West takes precedence. That said, the thought of Aryan Road falling into her hands is a difficult one to stomach.
Send forth the Knights of Seiros, then. We may be few in number, but even a small force can be all the difference when defending a siege. And given the debt we owe you, the Archbishop will surely not refuse you this favor.
Thank you, Seteth. I'll send an envoy to her at once. Go to Lady Rhea and request reinforcements from the Knights at both Arendelle and Aryan Road. Tell her, if Arendelle proves too difficult to pacify, her knights should not hesitate to abandon it. If such an eventuality comes, they're to fall back to Aryan Road and hold the fortress with the others. Understood?
Yes, Your Majesty!
We don't have time to be sitting on our hands either. Let's hurry up and end this rebellion.
Right you are. There's not a moment to waste. We'll begin our war council at once.
things.
I can depart at once.
Leave this to me.
I'm ready to be battling.
Stay alert, everyone.
I'm gonna survive. I swear it! You can count on me.
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
We press onward.
A feat of much impressiveness.
Sorry, but I gotta fall back.
We're not losing to anyone!
Oh no! Things are going downhill, fast!
You're mine! You'll never win! Thank you, my friend. I think I've proven myself quite well today.
How you win is extraordinary.
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
You're mine! There! You'll never win! Thank you, my friend. Our order...
Happy to help! Onward!
Hey, Swap, I'll handle this. You're mine! You'll never win! Thank you, my friend. You'll never win! Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend.
I was lacking caution.
A predictable outcome.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
I'll cut them all down.
I will do what I must.
I can do this!
Always nice having more to do.
Don't fall behind.
Though I've abdicated my title of Duke, I can still show them what it means to smack against a shield.
Don't worry. I know we'll get a chance to turn things around.
Let's begin. It's...
We must act now, before the worry sets in. Let us see what we can do.
Let's begin. It's...
Onward!
Weak.
The shield of Fargus, indeed.
I'm fine, really.
fire.
Ha ha! So we've done it.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
By my command, march!
This'll be your grave!
Pathetic!
I could do with some reinforcements. We can ill afford defeat here.
This'll be your grave!
Give it up! Pathetic!
We cannot allow the battle to continue trending this way.
Let's fight as one.
I'm fine, really. A fight has finally come.
Yeah, right!
Hope this helps. I've secured the area. This victory's mine.
The shield of Fargus, indeed.
There's nothing to worry about now.
I need...
Come to think of it,
Well? I see.
I'll show you what a mercenary can do.
You don't expect me to go out there and fight, do you?
Allow me to aid you in battle.
Let's earn our keep. I'll do what
It's Birdie's time to shine!
sure I've gotta do. That's it.
So I can't just send this one out?
Out of the way! Attack!
We must act. Let us.
It's Birdie's time to shine!
Fine work indeed. I can see why His Majesty has placed his trust in you.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
That went well, unsurprisingly.
Let it end like this. Our time has finally come. You're done.
This victory brings us one step closer to a brighter future.
I'm ready.
I'm ready to be battling. Send a flower to battle.
Stay alert, everyone. I will never falter. Now, onward!
I'll help you to the best of my ability, meager though it may be.
No more standing and watching!
This should make a good foothold.
Let us begin our attacks.
Thank you, my friend. Not even the Shroud of Death can stand in my way.
A feat of much impressiveness.
Bring it down!
Attack! Don't give him a chance to retaliate! You're mine! You'll never win!
Thank you, my friend.
I was lacking caution.
They put up a tough fight. I won't falter, no matter how fierce the battle becomes.
Nothing beats seeing you kids all grown up and gallant.
Please find it in your heart to help me. This'll be easy with both of us.
Let's be sure to keep hold of it. I won't allow myself to be outdone.
If you can do it, I can also do it.
Thank you. I'll repay you somehow.
I think I've proven myself quite well today.
Nothing beats seeing you kids all grown up and gallant.
This should make a good foothold.
You'll never win!
Thank you, my friend.
won't lose, no matter what.
Peace awaits us. I know it does.
Good.